What up? You got the original Longbow coming at y'all with an early morning video. Um, I had said I wasn't gonna do a video on Duke, you know what I'm saying? But seeing that everybody talking about it, everybody commenting, they got something to say, you know. Apparently Facebook is blowing up and all this other shit. I figure I'll get on here and shed some light on some things in terms of my take on this guy. For all of y'all that's been down with me since my original channel that they took down, you all already know I went to school with Kanye West, okay? When he left Atlanta, right, because it tells you he was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and he left and he moved to Chicago, right? Well, I was in 6th and 7th grade with him, right? So I'm going to kind of rehash some of the stuff that people that been down with me since my original channel. You guys already know this, right? But I'm more so doing this for the newest subscribers. Which shout out to y'all too, by the way, for all my new subscribers. But you know, my older subscribers, y'all already know what I'm finna get into. And just let me open up another page. All right, hang on, guys. All right. All right. So it used to be called Vanderpool Magnet School, but apparently they've changed it to Vanderpool Humanities Academy, right? But needless to say, the school is on 95th and Prospect, right? In a neighborhood called Beverly or Beverly Hills, if you will, right? And I'm just trying to pull up the damn address. Oh, wait, hold on, let me go back. Yeah, so 9510 South Prospect, right? That's where the school is at. I was in 6th and 7th grade with Kanye. Our 6th grade teacher name was Miss Brennan, right? Old ass white lady. She used to say shit like, you know, you could drive a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it, right? She used to tell us that all the time. And it took me to become a grown ass man to understand what she was saying. All right, so well, let me back up a little bit. Well, no, let me put this part out there. In 7th grade, our teacher name was Musette Morgan. All right, which I still happen to be friends with on Facebook, by the way, even though I don't be on Facebook no more. But yeah, Musette Morgan was our 7th grade teacher. Okay, let me back up. I used to go to before I went to Vanderpool, right? I used to go to a school called Fort Dearborn. All right, I used to go to this school right here called Fort Dearborn Elementary School on 90th and Troop. All right, I used to live on 94th and Justine. I used to stay 9432 South Justine, which is 1 block east of Ashland. Okay, now when you go to Vanderpool here, the school is 9510 South Prospect, right? That's about the street Prospect Avenue. That's like 2.5 blocks west of Ashland, right? So 9432 South Justine, which is where I lived. Justine is 1 block east of Ashland. All right. Prospect Avenue is like, let me see if I can even pull it up on here. It's only like 2.5 blocks away from Ashland. So let me see if I can find back Ashland. There's the town Beverly Hills, which, you know, is still in Chicago, but that's just the name of the town. Where the hell is Ashland Avenue? Hold on. But the point I'm trying to make is it's very close. All right? It's very close. And that's the only point that I'm trying to make. Well, shit, Ashland is a main road. Why the fuck ain't it coming up? There's 99th. Okay, am I looking at this wrong? Okay, Vincennes run on the slant. It run on the angle. Oh shit, this is Ashland. They just didn't. I guess you would have to blow it up a little bit more to be able to see it. But that's fucked up. Where the hell is Ashland Avenue? But needless to say, this is something you guys can look up on your own. Like I say, 9510 South Prospect, the street Prospect Avenue, as you can see right here, is only a couple of blocks west of Ashland, which I still can't find. But needless to say, um, so my mother fought to get me into that school from Fort Dearborn, from this school here. All right, which was it was a pretty fucked up school, but all schools are. I learned that later on in life. But needless to say, so sixth grade teacher was Miss Brennan. Seventh grade teacher was Musette Morgan, right? And she was also our music teacher. Because by the time we got to seventh grade, we changed classes and shit like we would do, like, how you would do in high school. All right. So now, as I've told this story several times in the past, Kanye was not a gangster. He wasn't this big ass, like popular guy, right? As a matter of fact, he was what we would consider to be a nerd, right? He was real quiet. And when we weren't sitting in the class doing our actual classwork, he would be sitting at the desk drawing, right? And particularly gym shoes, right? He used to draw, the man used to draw gym shoes, man. Now, mind you, this was back in 1988, all right? Because we the same age. My birthday, you see his birthday is on the 8th of June. My birthday is the 22nd of June, all right? We the same age. He would sit there, man, and would draw gym shoes that look exactly like how gym shoes look today. Straight up. And anybody, like I say, that's been down with me from my original channel, y'all done heard this shit before. On more than one occasion. And, motherfucking kids would tease him and pick at him and, talk about him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Criticize him and shit. And he would just sit there and take it. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't, he wasn't no street guy. He wasn't a fighter. He wasn't, all of this shit that a lot of these rappers try to claim and profess to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not necessarily saying he did that in his music, but you understand my point, right? So I got kicked out after my 7th grade year. All right, they kicked me out. I've always struggled in school. All right. The only time I really didn't struggle was when I went to automotive school, but I was a grown man then. But prior to me going to school to get that little bullshit associates in automotive, I always struggled. You know what I'm saying? I struggled in GED class, and I was a grown man. Straight up, because I got my GED, and then I went and, went to college to get the automotive shit. So I always struggled in school, and I went through a lot. I struggled. You know what I'm saying? And they kicked me out. And I ended up going to an alternative school. One of those bad boy schools and shit, like kind of like in the movie Lean on Me and shit with Morgan Freeman. They ended up sending me to a school over there, and that's where I graduated from. All right. One day I'm going to get on here. I got to log back into Facebook, but I had to download the app again in order to get back in it. But my mother still has the hard copy class pictures. Because a lot of people didn't believe me until I showed them class pictures. Then they'd be like, oh, shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? My mother still has the hard copy class pictures. But a couple of our ex-classmates who's in the same classroom with them, you know what I'm saying? I'm friends with at least a dozen of them now on Facebook. And one of the sisters that was in the class with us tagged me on Facebook with 2 of the class pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? We sitting back looking at shit like, damn, you still look the same and shit. You older, but, that kind of shit. But yeah, one day I'm going to get on here and I'm going to show them to y'all because I'm standing right behind this motherfucker in both of the class pictures, right? The 6th grade class pictures and the 7th grade class pictures. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting down in the chair in both years. He's sitting down in the chair and I'm standing up behind him, like literally over him, behind him, all right, in the class pictures. But needless to say, like I said, dude wasn't no gangster. He wasn't this tough guy. He wasn't a motherfucker. Like he was more articulate and smart and creative than anything, right? Like how I told the people on my original channel, when you see the video he did for his first single, go back and watch that video. And he doing the video, but he bouncing back and forth from back when he was a shorty. And he's showing you old videos of him doing talent shows and shit. That's real. He actually used to do that. He used to perform any type of performing anything that we had at the school. He was in that shit. All right. And like I say, he can draw his ass off. He used to let me take some of the shoes that he would draw on papers and shit. He would let me take them home. Some of them, you know, the ones like he didn't want or he didn't like or whatever. And it's like, you don't like this? This shit fucking raw as hell. You know what I'm saying? I just tell him that. So he's always been creative. He's always been articulate. You know, he's always been somewhat intelligent, right? And this is why this whole black shit, he keep calling motherfuckers black and all, like he blowing me. Like the things I'm finna get into about with him and what I'm seeing him say and hearing him say, a lot of y'all may not agree with me, but I really don't care, right? Because the man ain't no motherfucking dummy. And he know what he's a part of. He know it. All right? Now, as I told y'all before, his mama used to teach at Chicago State University. Donda C. West, July 12, 1949, was an American, notice that say American professor and chair. She sat on the board, man, of Chicago State University's Department of English, Communication, Media, and Theater. Now you understand why he was in all those goddamn talent shows coming up as a kid. Because like I say, you go back and watch the video to his first single. He doing the video and he bouncing back and forth to when he was a kid. And he's showing you old videos of him doing talent shows and shit. It's real. It's true. He did. Right? Like the folks on my original channel has heard me tell them, you know, on my first channel, y'all have heard me tell y'all a million times. His mama was very heavily involved in his school. She was also on the PTA at Vanderpool. All right? And this is one of the things that's causing me to make the videos that I'm making. Well, this video, because I really need, it's a couple other videos I need to put out first. I need to do a video on these electric cars. I've been telling y'all that shit for the longest, and I apologize to you. I'm trying to get around to it, but you know, for the people that's been in the Zoom meetings with me and shit, y'all know I'm busy. I got shit going on, and you know, I don't have no help. Ain't nobody helping me, and you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of hard for me to, you know, just, you know, do everything that I want to do exactly like how I want to do it. But seeing that everybody keep talking about Buddy, you know what I'm saying? Let me chime in. You know what I'm saying? Give a motherfucker the flow that went to school with the man. All right. Now, y'all know how I feel about the entertainment industry, whether if it's rap, movies, sports, whatever. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know that one of the reasons why they took down my videos, my channel rather. Y'all, the people from my original channel, y'all know that one of the reasons for why they took down my videos is because I wouldn't shut up about these fucking entertainers and the psyops that they run and this transgender agenda and all this other fucking bullshit, right? And the fact that how our people get so deep into that shit, right? Like Kanye. Kanye West is so deep into that bullshit. Look, I'm not saying that the man ain't said nothing true, right? And these little antics he's been letting out, you know, the last few weeks or whatever, since that whole thing about white lives matter, whatever. Look, guys, I'm not saying that the man is not telling the truth. Here's what I'm saying right here. Let me open up another tab for y'all.
Subversion. Subversion. Subversion.
The undermining of the power and authority of an established system or institution, the ruthless subversion of democracy. Now, there's a Russian guy. I can't think of this fucking guy's name. And you're going to have to chime in for me, Nichelle, because you know about this guy. We talked about this asshole. I supposed to be making a video about him, too. But he was supposed to have been some sort of Russian or some sort of KGB motherfucker. that was in charge of some sort of psychological operation shit that they was running over there with MI6 and the rest of these other motherfuckers. I can't think of this guy's name, but he has a couple of videos on YouTube. He's got a real strange name. I can't think of this motherfucker, but the sister Nichelle, she know who he is. That's how me and her got cool. That's how me and her really ended up getting cool. I think I did this one video and I was talking about it, and you know, me and Nichelle is on Discord together, and me and her had a whole conversation years ago. We had a whole conversation on Discord about this shit, and me and Nichelle has been cool ever since. And she know who he is. I can't think of this motherfucker's name, but she know exactly who I'm talking about. The things that people need to understand right now is things like controlled opposition, as well as things like subversion, which is an arm to controlled opposition. See, this is how, when you understand those two things and you can put it together, this is how you can find out and weed out the people that are disingenuous, right? That really have an agenda, right? Which is also one of the reasons why I don't fuck with a lot of people. I'm a lot smarter than what people give me credit for, and I'm a whole lot more smarter than what people know, right? Because an intelligent motherfucker ain't gonna let you know everything he know, okay? But in my opinion, and this is with the things that he has said that may be true, it's my humble and honest opinion that Kanye West is full of shit, right? And here's why. Let me explain to you why. I just read y'all a little bit of his mama's bio, right? And his mama was a solid lady, man, right? Now, y'all from my first channel, the one that got took down, y'all done heard me tell y'all that a million fucking times. I done told y'all that. His mama was a solid woman. She was A1, man. She was triple A1. You hear me? She wasn't just A1. You got to add 2 more A's after the first A and then put the fucking 1 at the end of the third A. She was triple A1. Like, she was solid. All right? And I'm almost positive if his mother was alive today, she would not approve of the shit that he doing. I'm telling you, that's why she had to go. That's why they had to get... That's why they had to get rid of her. You remember she was his handler. Remember that? When he first came out. Right? Remember that shit? We all know what happened when she went out to California and all that. We all know the stories. Right? Who became his handler after that? The same motherfucker he said to not send them killers at his head when he was on stage. But we gonna leave that alone, man. Because like I said, I didn't broke down Jay-Z and Beyonce. If motherfuckers don't know the tranny game and all that shit by now, fuck them. I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? It's mighty motherfucking funny. You know, you can get on YouTube and TikTok and or even these YouTube shorts that people make where it be like 30 seconds long. It's mighty funny that people still putting out a bunch of bullshit and they getting a million fucking views. But when I had my first channel up on YouTube and I'm doing motherfucking side-by-side comparison of a motherfucker who admitted that they was a transgender versus a motherfucker who said that they weren't one, that they was actually a woman, it's mighty funny them two motherfuckers looked identical. Kim Kardashian, anybody? Look, man, let me tell y'all something. I'm not buying none of this shit from dude. None of it. As far as I'm concerned, this is how we can play this, right? The stuff that Kanye West has talked about that's true. I'd rather hear that from a homeless man sleeping under a viaduct. It'll have more meaning to me. It'll have more value. All right? You're not going to fucking tell me that you sold your mama down the fucking river. You sacrificed your mama. You sold your soul to the devil. And you gonna think that because you letting out a little bit of truth that I got something for you? Nah, man, I got nothing for you, homie. Didn't they tell you the devil or Lucifer, or whatever the fuck you want to call it? Didn't they tell you that motherfucker know the Bible better than anybody? Y'all done heard the stories that Werewolf done told y'all about how the King James Version Bible became. All right? And I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, I'm not buying it. Here's what Kanye could do for me. Kanye can shut the fuck up and get off the TV. Straight up, right? And let me tell you why. And this is some shit that really irritates me. It pisses me the fuck off, and it's irrefutable. There's not one motherfucking person on my channel that can refute what I'm finna say next, especially when it comes down to our people. At one time with our people, we wouldn't believe it until a white motherfucker told us, right? Now we living in a world today where motherfucker only believe it if a rich motherfucker tell you. This is the danger that Kanye West bring. It's dangerous. Now all of a sudden he's supposed to have some sort of private school and shit. I don't want this nigga teaching my children. Sorry. Y'all can get mad, y'all can get in y'all feelings, and just like when me and Red did the live stream at one time, and they was asking me what did I think. I think the chick's name is Candace Owens or some shit. But at that time, I didn't know nothing about the fucking broad. And that's what I told them in the live. I'm like, man, y'all niggas gonna have to educate me. When I was on Red's live, well, one of his lives, I think I done did two so far with him. But one of the lives I was on with him, I told him like, bro, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I didn't. Like, I wasn't trying to be funny or nothing. I didn't know who the fuck she was. I don't check for niggas like them. Her or that nigga. Fuck with them niggas, man. I ain't got nothing for them. We have stooped into a world today to where you mean to tell me the only way I supposed to believe something is if a rich and famous motherfucker tell me? Man, you out of your motherfucking mind. Let me put this, let me do this for y'all, man. We gonna stop fucking playing today.
Stallion. Stallion. Stallion.
An uncastrated adult male horse. You mean to tell me a woman, right? An alleged woman needs to, as a part of her stage name, needs to associate herself with an uncastrated adult male horse? Look, miss me with this bullshit. Why? What words like along with what this got to do with anything? Kanye West is a part of this world. He's a part of this shit. Right? It's just that fucking simple. He's reached and he's exceeded past a certain plateau. And their thing, right? And we talking about this Freemason shit, right? And their thing, once you cross that threshold, ain't no going back. What the Eagles tell you in Hotel California, right? They said two things that was very interesting. One thing was they told you could check out anytime you like, but you can never leave, right? But prior to them making that statement, they also told you that they were stabbing at it. They were stabbing at it with their knives and forks, but they still couldn't kill the beast, all right? So y'all can miss me, man. I don't give a fuck. Chime in, man. Motherfuckers get in the comment section, say what y'all got to say. I don't care. Y'all know this shit. I don't do this shit for views and likes and all this other bullshit, man. And every now and again, I'll tell y'all to like the video or something, and that's just because we know that YouTube is attacking me. It's more so that than me caring about likes and views. So it's like, y'all get in the comment section, man. Y'all say what y'all want. I really don't give a fuck.
Stallion.
All right? It's just that fucking simple. I'm going to say it one more time. Why would an alleged woman with her stage name, need to associate her stage name with an uncastrated adult male horse? It sounds to me like you're a transgender that hasn't been nipped and tucked. All right? Don't look. Until you all have done some research on these procedures and shit that these motherfuckers can do to convert themselves into men and women and all this other shit, then don't come to me talking about The Rock ain't no woman. Don't fucking come to me with that. Don't fucking come to me and tell me that Michelle Obama ain't no fucking man. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's just like with voting. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what your name is. If you've never been an election judge, don't fucking talk to me about voting. And it's the same thing with this transgender shit. If you have not researched how they can shave down your motherfucking Adam's apple as a man, and that's what gives you that high-pitched, soft-ass, girly sound, Mariah Carey anybody, If you have not researched that, and if you don't know that it grows back and they have to continue to repeat that fucking process, okay, then don't talk to me. If you don't know how they can do a procedure where they implant an artificial uh, um, Adam's apple into a woman and it gives them that more of a deep rumble pitch when they talk. If you ain't never researched that shit, don't fucking talk to me, man. Don't fucking talk to me. Why is this trend? How is it that every video I ever made on my first channel about transgenders and this bullshit that Kanye West is a part of, how is none of that shit relevant when they trying to convert your children into being fucking transgenders while they in kindergarten? Now, I'm trying not to get pissed off because as y'all can see, it's 6:14, right? And this is AM. I've been up all night. Well, I kind of went to sleep early, man. I did that little 15-second short thing of that pizza where it said Chicago style. I ate that shit, man, and came back home and crashed out. I ain't gonna even front. And woke up at 1 o'clock this morning and been up ever since, right? So I'm trying not to get pissed off, man. I don't want to get loud and, I'm really trying to keep this video, but you guys got to wake up, man. You guys got to wake up. And it's just that simple. And I'm not going to say that it's not a situation where people don't want to leave or they don't wake up to certain things or whatever. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying it's kind of a little bit too late for Buddy, right? Then what's up with this black shit? Why is you study calling our people black when I just showed you the bio of his motherfucking mama say she's a goddamn American? Can anybody explain that? See, here's my thing. This is when you get my attention. When you're a motherfucker like Waka Flocka and you kill your whole goddamn career, right? Listen, Waka Flocka killed his career so bad when he came out and said he was an American Indian, and 95 to 98% of people who call themselves black and African are American Indians too. He killed his motherfucking career so bad that when he did another video trying to backpedal, it didn't even work. Oh my God. See, when you do shit like that, you get my attention. Fuck Kanye West. It's just that simple. And I'm not talking about from a hating standpoint, like, the kind of clothes and shit he got, the money and the cars and all that. I'm not talking about that. I don't mean it like that. I'm talking about with this bullshit that he been on. Even with that whole thing about taking the mic out of Taylor Swift's hand, right? Even that shit, right? Even that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the motherfucking day, the industry was trashed in. And I understand that Taylor Swift shouldn't have won. And I also understand that you had a lot of motherfucking artists that got accolades and all these other different things that didn't deserve it. Well, they do it in Hollywood also with videos and with awards and everything like that. Right? No talent people get the biggest contracts in the NBA. I don't even understand why people still watching the NBA or football. I just don't understand it. Here it is. I'm a big ass car fan. Big, huge car fan. And I don't even watch NASCAR no more. I don't watch the IRL circuit no more. And I barely watch the NHRA. Barely. And I would rather go to a drag strip and watch them run down the strip than to watch it on TV anyway. But I barely watch drag racing anymore. And I grew up on that shit. I've been going to drag strips and shit since I was, 4, 5 years old? But this shit got to stop, man. I'm gonna put this out there for y'all, man, so you guys understand. Start doing your own research. We living in a world today to where rich people and famous people don't say it's what it is. People don't want to hear it, man. That's very dangerous. Just like how at one time our people only believe shit if a white person told them or whatever. That shit is very, very dangerous. All right? I'm not listening to any motherfucking body who's at a level as to where he's at. And if I do listen to him, I'm going to take his shit with a grain of salt and I'm going to keep it moving. Right? Stop giving these people power, man. This is gonna be the last video. This is the only and last video I'm making about Kanye West. It's just that motherfucking simple. Like how I said, man, if a motherfucker want to see the pictures or whatever, I got pictures. I can email you. I can send the shit to your phone if you want to see class pictures with me and this nigga. All right? Or go to the registrar at the school. I went there in 1990. Let me see. I'm class of 9. Let me see. I went to high school in 91. So in 1990, I was in 8th grade. Yeah, so in 1988 and 1989 is when I was at Vanderpool. Contact the registrar. Y'all know my name, Tavares Tankersley. Y'all know his name. Contact the registrar over at the school. The school's still there. The school still exists. It's still over there. For anybody who may think I'm full of shit about being in the same classroom with this man for 2 years. Like I said, I got close to or even over a dozen motherfucking ex-classmates that's friends of mine on Facebook right now. My thing is this, like I said, I'm not saying that Kanye West has not said some sort of stuff that's true or that's factual. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Kanye's still playing a role. That's all I'm saying. He's still playing a role. It's time for us to do our thing, people. This is what you guys need to understand. We didn't value trinkets and all of this other shit like how we do today. We didn't value rich and famous motherfuckers and shit like how we do today. It didn't used to always be this way, man. This is the reason for why I stay away from this kind of shit. If you're not gonna come clean, like I said, y'all see what happened to Waka Flocka. Y'all see what happened to Buddy. Buddy came out in an interview when he was damn near at the height of his career, and Waka was pretty hot. He was pretty hot, man. I ain't gonna lie. He was hotter than Jay-Z. I mean, he was hotter than, well, yeah, he was hotter than Jay-Z, but he was hotter than Kanye, right? That man killed his whole motherfucking career, man. He was just reaching the height of his career, and he killed his whole fucking career because something in that man wouldn't allow him to move forward without at least letting the fucking people know. Right? And it's time out, man. It's time that we do our thing. It's time that the meek, as they put it in the Bible, it's time for us to rise above this bullshit. But we cannot do it constantly talking about him or Donald Trump or any of these other motherfuckers, man. It's not gonna work. And that's my whole thing. The nigga vote, he could run for president. I don't give a fuck about that stupid shit. I already told y'all I'm not even finna have no conversation. Listen to me, man. Let me tell y'all something. The shit that I seen in them polling places, you would say I'm lying. If I sat down and did a video and going into details about what I saw when I worked those polls on elections, man, being an election, you'd be like, nigga, you're lying. All right? But in reality, I'm not lying. In reality, I'm not. I'm telling the truth. And this is the reason for why, like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how much you think you know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn about your status, whatever, how tall you are, if you're a man, woman, whatever. I don't give a shit. If you ain't never been an election judge, I don't even have a conversation with you about voting and why I should vote. And I don't want to hear it. I don't. And it's like how I said, these motherfucking people castrated my first channel. Because y'all know I was talking about everything, not just about us being aboriginals, but just a lot of shit in general. You know what I'm saying? I hear this. I have been making videos about psyops and shit, right? How psyops is what's controlling and running everything. This is why I tell people brute force will never be as strong as deception. I'm telling people this on my original channel. And then what happened? The Jesse Smollett shit happened here in Chicago. And I got on there and made a video like, see, I've been trying to tell you niggas, man. Y'all better stop fucking with these niggas. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you live in Canada. I don't give a fuck. Anybody who watched this video, I'm telling you, stop fooling with these people. And that includes part of not fooling with them is speaking their name. The only thing Kanye West can do for me right now is shut the fuck up and get off the damn TV. Straight up. That's the only thing that he can do. Unless he's just going to come out and be like, hey, man, you know, this whole motherfucking thing is a sham. We really the American Indian, and the fucking rap industry is perverted beyond repair. And, you know, he had to come out with that type of conversation. As long as he talking about this Jew and anti-Semitic shit, but yeah, he ain't telling you, you know what I'm saying, where the term Jew come from, who the people that they were labeling as Jews first and all. It's like, I don't want to hear this shit, man. Then you study talking about statuses and white lives matter and black lives. It's like, come on, bruh. Come on, man. So I hope this helps y'all, man. I really do. I really hope this helps y'all. You guys got to wake up. Y'all didn't see the video I did about Jermaine Shoemaker? Come on, man. Y'all got to wake up. Go back and watch the fucking video. I don't remember the title of the video, but it's got Umar Johnson in the title. It's got his name in the title of the video. I don't remember exactly what the name of the video is, but his name is in the title. I already broke this nigga down, man. God damn. And this is the stuff that be pissing me off. Not the fact that I don't get a lot of views, and I don't care about all that shit. All right? I'm not going to get on here and be a damn buffoon. I'm not finna get on here and be talking about a bunch of shit that's unnecessary, that's unimportant. And I'm not doing all that. I broke Umar Johnson down for you. The man was born Jermaine Shoemaker. It's got on the fucking bio that I went to the website for, which I think is called Wikipedia or some shit like that. I went there and looked at the man bio. It say that he is a fucking American. It say he is a citizen of the United States of America. Okay? It don't say he is a citizen of the United States. It say he is a citizen of the United States of America. Look, like I said, y'all jump in the comments. Say what y'all want, man. I really don't care. I really don't care because you can't refute it. When I tell people, man, don't breathe life into this man's name they call Kanye West, you can't refute it. You can't. You can't. I don't care who you are. This man does not need to be spoke upon. I'm still trying to figure out how all these motherfuckers are having babies. Like how I said, if the transgender shit that I spoke about, right? And the only reason why I ain't really been back on that is because I already know they're going to start fucking with the channel again. I already know. But I could redo the video that I did on Michelle Obama, the fucking mock that Donald Trump with right now, and pitch them two motherfuckers against Sarah McBride, who is the first transgender senator of Delaware, right? Motherfucker came out and told you, yeah, I'm a dude, right? Then you got the Bruce Jenner dude, the Caitlyn Jenner motherfucker, whatever the fuck the nigga supposed to change his name to, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I did that video, man. And again, like I said, I can go back and redo the video and put it back up. But when I did it the first time, man, the people that's been down with me since my first channel, man, they know that fucking video didn't stay up a day. It wasn't up 24 hours before it was took down. And if that shit ain't relevant, then why in the fuck are they trying to teach your children how to suck cock before they're in first grade? Just tell me why. If it's not relevant, why in the hell is it that you got some states that's passing laws and shit like, man, y'all not finna do this shit to these children. And you're not finna put child protective service on the mama because the parents because they don't want to do it. You got states that are putting legislation into place right now to prevent you from doing this shit to children. Why in the fuck would they do that if what I'm talking about ain't relevant? And the vast majority of them are transgenders. You can't name very many of these. When I found out Angela Bassett was a man, I was like, damn, I couldn't fucking believe it. And then you know what I did? I went back, man, and I was watching Spencer for Hire. Y'all remember that shit with Robert Urich and the boy Avery Brooks and shit, the brother they called Hawk? She was in like the second episode of the first season. She was related to Hawk. That motherfucker got out. They was talking in this one scene. You could see the Adam's apple clear as fucking day. Clear as fucking day. I was like, wow. I got a motherfucking picture of Rihanna where you can see the Adam's apple in that punk clear as day. Clear as day. And let's not forget the Umbrella song. The nigga told you that, man, I took over. I'm going to stick this shit out to the end. So what y'all got to say about that, man? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I don't wish no ill shit on Kanye West. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him or nothing. I'm certainly not going to do any bad thing to him or, hurt him or anything. But I ain't got nothing for him. Nothing. Period. Or any motherfucker like him. I don't want to hear shit that Ma Kardashian got to say. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear from none of them motherfuckers. None of them. It's just that simple. Straight up. It's just that simple, man. And for anybody who feelings might be hurt and they feel a certain kind of way, and you know what I'm saying, I really don't give a shit. You deal with the fact that on this bio right here, it say that his mama is an American and he over here talking that black shit. You go deal with that before you come talk some shit to me about what I said about him. And all of the filth and the perversion and shit that he's a part of. Like I told you, man, if y'all ain't never done no motherfucking research about what they can do with these procedures to turn men into women and vice versa, all of the masks that they got out here that look real as fuck, where a dude could take a mask of a woman and put it over his face and put on a little makeup and some fake titties and you think this is a real woman. Until you all have done some research on that, man, don't just miss me, man. I'm dead serious. This is the original Lone Wolf, man. I'm up out of here, man. I ain't got time for this shit. Straight up. This is the last video I'm doing on Kanye West. Much love.